Ender Magnolia Bloom in the Mist is a compelling Metroidvania that seamlessly combines exploration and combat. Players take control of Lilac, and a tuner on a journey to cleanse a country cloaked in toxic mist. The game's hand-drawn graphic design and evocative soundtrack provide an immersive experience. Combat is fluid and strategic, with players able to use the talents of pure homunculi. Recent versions have incorporated new game and boss rush modes, which increase replayability. Ender Magnolia stands out as a must-play Switch title because to its compelling narrative and satisfying gameplay. The enhanced version of the indie classic Braid allows players to manage the flow of time and overcome complex platform difficulties. The game transports players from an urban setting to linked realms where time acts strangely in quest of a mysterious princess. The Anniversary Edition includes rebuilt high-definition visuals, new sound effects, and an extended audio commentary. To travel across wonderfully designed landscapes, players may rewind, pause, and take use of each realm's unique time mechanism. Players can return to difficult tasks at a later time. This first-person open-world puzzle platformer follows an epic journey to save a cherished toy hamlet from darkness. Players must navigate a wide, interconnected universe, full with unique obstacles and magnificent scenery. They will develop strong new talents for combining abilities in novel ways, addressing inventive problems, and solving riddles. The game contains exhilarating first-person action against difficult enemies, as well as a wide range of transforming weapons and skills. The voyage to see the legendary Blue King is dangerous, and only the bravest will survive. Super Crush KO is a fast-paced brawler game set in a future city. Players must negotiate deadly robots, save their kitten, and keep civilization safe from an AI apocalypse. The game has lightning-fast gameplay that blends run-and-gun action with violent beat-em-up fighting. To sustain momentum, players can use strong moves like as ground smashes, aerial assaults, and super beams. The Bright World finds inspiration in metropolitan cityscapes and pastel skylines. The game offers an adrenaline-fueled experience with quick reactions and strategic combat abilities. Ender LILIES is a 2D action RPG set in a dark fantasy realm where players must discover the mysteries of a kingdom destroyed by the Reign of Death. To fight formidable adversaries and turn them into valued friends, players must travel disturbing places such as a drowned forest, polluted subterranean tunnel, and a gorgeous castle. The game includes immersive exploration, dramatic fights, and 26 talents that allow players to personalize their combat style. Players may use relics to personalize their characters' attributes and fine-tune the heroine, Lily. Carto, a little girl lost from her granny after a storm, utilizes her mapping talents to cross new territory and assist an odd bunch. She wants to see her family again. Rearranging map parts reveals new pathways, complicated riddles, and story moments. Carto will travel across mysterious locations, absorbing herself in their traditions and making friendships with new friends. A novel puzzle concept, a 5 to 7 hour trip, lively characters, hand-drawn artwork, and an enthralling soundtrack with over 30 original compositions are among the highlights. A turn-based tactical RPG takes place at a magical school, where players must employ timing mechanics to unleash powerful spells and defend against opposing attacks. The plot focuses around a gang of naughty magic students, each with their own special abilities and capabilities. Players must learn 48 spells, including explosive strikes, poisons, and healing powers, via skill and strategy. Over 100 formidable foes, including ethereal spirits and legendary monsters, are confronted. Players must also confront 22 monsters and find over 100 magical items. Citizen Shockman 3 is a nostalgic journey in which Sonia and Arnold win the jackpot and go to a tropical paradise. However, their fantasy turns into a nightmare when a mysterious spaceship destroys the city. Arnold and Sonia, determined to battle, don their Shockman disguises and confront the new opponent. The game has a wide variety of courses, platforming difficulties, and scrolling shooting action. Players can fight bosses individually or in a two-player format. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen is an action RPG with exhilarating combat and the flexibility to explore a large open environment. Players can begin with one of three vocations: fighter, strider, or mage, each having its own playstyle and powers. As they develop, they will be able to choose from 9 distinct professions, including advanced courses such as Mystic, Knight, Assassin, and Sorcerer. The combat system is fast-paced and dynamic, challenging players to think quickly and adapt to the constantly shifting battlefield. Fearmonium is a psychedelic Metroidvania game that combines suspense and comedy in a visually appealing setting. Players engage on a transforming trip through a bizarre universe, revealing the intricacies of an adolescent boy's mind. The game has 2D platforming puzzles, unique systems, and memorable opponents who reflect various facets of dread and anxiety. Players can get unique capabilities to improve their abilities and face bigger difficulties. The game's visual feast is complemented with hand-drawn imagery and fluent frame-by-frame animation influenced by comic book style.
For as long as we could remember.
Dark Devotion is an exciting adventure in which players must explore the mysteries of a ruined temple and put their faith to the test as Templars. The game is a frightening voyage into the abyss, forcing players to confront deep concerns about their existence. They must also battle dark opponents and crafty bosses who seek to destroy their souls and sentence them to forever. Dynamic action, a sophisticated system of blessings, curses, and diseases, thrilling confrontations against strong bosses, and an absorbing plot are among the game's highlights. The Mummy Demastered is a 2D non-linear adventure game set in the 16-bit period in which players must save mankind from the supernatural attack coordinated by Princess Amenet. Communication with headquarters has been disrupted, and gamers must explore tombs, woodlands, abandoned tunnels, and London streets to discover the fate of their comrades. Key features include magnificent retro-inspired visuals, a mix of shoot-'em-up action and exploration-based adventuring, a vast array of weaponry, and a goal to uncover and acquire 50 secret artifacts. Castle Springbottom is under siege, and the Roundguard must defend the king and regain his wealth. To beat the ultimate boss, players must dodge dangers, make smart decisions, and perfect their talents. The game has a simple pinball physics-based gameplay, several classes such as warrior, rogue, or wizard, and a randomized dungeon with randomly positioned quest events and elite enemies. Over 100 goods and trinkets provide strategic options and combination options, and players may compete on leaderboards to master difficult relics. Freedom Planet is a combat-oriented platform game about a dragon princess and her companions. Players must navigate over a dozen non-linear stages while battling insects, robots, and explosive pandemonium. The game boasts amazing 2D pixel art, immersive multi-scrolling sceneries, and 3 playable characters, each with their own set of talents and abilities. The game features moment-based platforming and battle over many settings. Choose between adventure mode for a dramatic plot with over an hour of unique cutscenes or classic mode for stage-based gameplay. SIGNALIS is a survival horror game set in a gloomy future in which mankind has grown but is still oppressed by the Usurper dictatorship. Replicas, which are intended to blend in, are among the citizens. Elster, a replica, awakens from cryostasis on board a crippled spacecraft and sets off on a dangerous adventure into the unknown. The game has traditional survival horror gameplay, a terrifying science fiction story, and a compelling visual. The game has proficient 3D character motions, dynamic lighting and shadow effects, and detailed transparency, which are evocative of sci-fi anime. Soundfall is a dungeon crawler with a musical theme that combines looter-shooter action with rhythm-based gameplay. In full campaign mode, they must protect Symphonia while earning incredible skills and exploring the world of music. Players can personalize their loadout with more than 500 items of equipment. Soundfall supports co-op play for up to 4 players, allowing users to defend Symphonia with friends locally or online. The game contains 5 distinct characters, each with their own playstyle, weaponry, and skills. Usurper is a Metroidvania action RPG game in which you must cleanse London of eldritch creatures from the Citadel before defeating the Navigator. Empress Eleanor and 4 faithful knights investigate the Citadel to destroy the terrors, while Waltham, the Weimar commander, opposes the Navigator for his own reasons. Usurper has a gripping plot, a novel fighting system, a massive linked universe, 8 stats, over 90 weapons and spells, and unusual game modes such as No Guard, 1 health, permanent death, and speedrunning. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome!
In the face.